old new. To correct us, to protect us, and to perfect us. Beautiful, beautiful. God permits trouble to direct, instruct, correct, protect, and perfect us, according to those Bible verses. Now, Job was disillusioned. He was hopeless. He was losing hope. So, what about the destination of these first disciples? In order to cover more, I will not open the Bible anymore. I'm showing you where the Bible is. Your job is when you get home, open the Bible and look at these verses. Understand? That's your job. The destination of these 12 disciples.
Hi.
Hello. Are you here for the
meeting for the baptism?
baptism? It should be probably upstairs, right?
Upstairs?
Yeah. It's okay. Are you a disciple? Are you a disciple?
Yes.
Yes or no? Are you distressed? So you're a distressed disciple? Where are you going? The destination? You know where you're going? What do you say, Suntrust? No, that's a bank. The direction of the destination of distress. What was the gospel, this gospel about again? What happened here? What did Jesus do here? He cured the mother-in-law of Peter. Right? Mother-in-law Peter was lying on bed with fever. But Jesus didn't believe her. And Jesus picked her up by the hand. Come on, get up. And she was cured. And she had to prepare food for the disciples. No, you're just playing sick. Come on, get up. Go to the kitchen and prepare some food. As if it was like that. You know how Jesus does things. I mean, He just wills it and it happens. I have James, right? This James 4:2. Again, look at it at home. Luke 18:1 is just God despair. Huh?
I'm sorry. I went upstairs and they told me that it's downstairs.
Oh, it's got to be that one then. See that one?
Are we here?
We're sorry. Because we really didn't know. Go straight. See that door? The white door?
Okay.
The white door. Thank you. See if somebody's there. Is it open?
No.
Or maybe wait for someone. You can turn on the lights. Someone should come. So these Bible verses show you the destination of distressed disciples. And all of this will center also on this. You know what? Disciples are directed by God. They're instructed by God. They're corrected by God. They're protected by God. And they're perfected by God. That's the answer to this. Make sense? Is that really what it is? And the doctrine of divine decision. I always quote Romans 8:28. What is Romans 8:28? In the end, what happens is what is best for us. That's what happens in the end. Whatever is best for us is it.
Is it if God is for us and against us? Who can be against us? God is for us?
Not really. Romans 8:28. We know that in everything God works for good with those who love Him, who are called according to His purpose. We know that in everything God works for good with those who love Him. So He knows what is best for us. And that's Romans 8:28. That's the decision of God. That's God's decision. That's divine decision. We have to respect that. So look, if you're a disciple and you're dealing with difficulties, this is what you need to do. You must reject disillusionment. You cannot be disillusioned like Job. You must run to Jesus. And number 3, you must respect God's decision. See it? Now, who of you rise early in the morning?
How early?
You have to have early.
Rising very early before dawn.
Yeah.
Yes?
3 o'clock before dawn.
Oh, 3? Oh, yeah. She's an early riser.
Super.
Who of you are sleeping up to 12 noon? I know people who do.
Oh, I did that one and I was miserable.
Because they go to bed like 5:30 or 6 in the morning.
That's stupid.
They're up all night. Let us go on. Okay, nobody touches this because I put it up there. Let me tell you. Rising very early. The whole idea, and I really wish this had been part of the homily yesterday. Because the bottom line is you cannot share what you don't have.
True.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
If you yourself do not have the faith, how can you share it? How? How can you teach someone how to sing if you yourself do not know how to sing? It's as simple as that. Right? If you see somebody, I'm a consultant, you pay me $150 an hour and I'll make you beautiful. And then you look at this person is super duper ugly.
Oh, yeah.
How can you believe this person can make you beautiful if the person himself or herself is ugly? See the point? Is that clear? You want more examples? You cannot share what you don't have. Bottom line. If you have nothing to give to others, what good are you? That's why you rise up early. You have to have prayer. You know the best time to pray is when you rise up early in the morning.
That's right.
I don't know about you, but Jesus did that. Read the Bible. You will see that Jesus would rise early and pray and have dialogue with His Father. That's the best time to have dialogue with God. But don't talk to God aloud. Because those who are sleeping might be afraid, might get scared.
Oh, my.
There's no mention in the Bible if Jesus did that, but He was definitely rising early, and he would have dialogue with his Father. And he would pray, truly pray.
I like to go to the park and pray. Outside.
But probably not Brunsbrook Park.
Yeah, the one in Nutley.
Oh, in Nutley?
Burger King, that little area. Usually
Okay.
go there in the
Okay.
summer.
You need to pray and dialogue with God so you have strength and you have something to share with people. You know, these Bible study classes we do, if I don't do my preparation, if I don't do materials, what is there to share? Nothing. Right? We have to have the material so there's something to share, such as this. Now, let us go on. Who said that? Let us go on. Jesus said that. This is the scenario here. In Mark chapter 1, 29 to 39, Jesus cured a lot of sick people. The very first one was the mother-in-law of Peter. Right? And then, in the morning, after Jesus prayed, the hundreds, thousands of people from various places, they came and they wanted to be healed. And Jesus cured them all. And then Jesus said, let's go on. What did Jesus mean by that? Let's go on.
Let's continue.
Just enough. That's enough. Let's move on to another town. I cannot do all the miracles in Belleville. I have to go to Bloomfield too. Now, let us translate this into our everyday society now. Have you heard of people, a parish, when they hear that the bishop is transferring their pastor, they write a letter to the bishop. Oh, we want our pastor, we love him, we want him to stay here. The reason we go to this parish is because of him. Sounds familiar? Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Is that good? The reason we go to this church is because of the priest. That's wrong right there. Why do you go to church? Because of Jesus. It's not because of the pastor. The pastor is nothing. Even if Father Ivan is here, I would say that. Sure.
You probably agree.
The priest is nothing. That's why I don't like to see the seat of the priest in the middle. I want the seat of the priest to the side. Either on this side or this side. I don't care which side, but Jesus should be at the center. Because there is a big representation in that. If the Blessed Sacrament is right in the middle, that means Jesus is at the center of this worship. Not the priest. Sometimes I'm hesitant to bow down before the altar. Because the priest is right behind it, as if I'm bowing down to the priest. You know what I mean? Hello, sir. So that's the thing. It's a wrong thing to do. The reason we go to Mass, the reason we go to church is not because of the priest. The reason we go to church is because of Jesus Christ, who is truly present in the Blessed Sacrament, body, blood, soul, divinity. So Jesus says, let's go on. Let's go on. And people should learn from this. One thing very profound we learn from this Mark chapter 1, 29 to 39 is we cannot stop the bishop from transferring priests. The bishop's job is an overseer. He knows where to move the priests around for the best interest of the diocese or archdiocese. But a lot of people simply are like that. They get attached to the priest. They get attached to the priest to the point that they would request the bishop not to move the priest from their parish. You know, that happened to me too in the other classes I held. When I started inching away from the class because I trained somebody to take my place. A lot of people decided not to stop coming to the class. They said, if you're not teaching, we will not come anymore. If somebody else will teach. What? You don't come to the class because of me. You come to the class because of God, because of the Holy Spirit. See the point? The same idea. But it's so prevalent in our everyday mind. How people are, how people think. Oh, I love that priest. He's young, he's good looking. He's so handsome. I want to go there. What time is this mass? That's the mass I'm going to. What time is the 7 o'clock mass? Oh, the old man? I go to 8:30 mass. See? We get that touch. The thing is, we tell Jesus. Once we get the touch to people, we feel Him. But that's not the idea of Jesus. That's why Jesus says, let's go on. There are other towns I need to go to. I cannot stay here. I need to move on. Remember, nothing is permanent here. This is not even our home. Right? I just heard it on EWTN again. This is not our home. This is temporary shelter for us. We are in transit here. So don't be so settled here. It's not a good idea to be so settled here, as if this is it for you. Is that clear? Monday. Faith and Christ's healing power. Okay, self-explanatory. In Mark chapter 6. He would just cure. This is one of the things Jesus had actually commissioned His disciples. The disciples could cure the sick. The disciples could drive out demons. Mark chapter 1 up to chapter 8 is all about this.